suffered hearing loss. But now I've got some friends with mine. Tina Noket is, of course, the
Specialist,
that's right, with a Relay for Life, which is coming up on Memorial Day weekend.
Correct.
In May, and Danny Daniels is a survivorship chairperson, the survivorship chairperson. Yes. And of course, if you do not know, the Relay for Life is when Guam comes together as a single family and a single community, and we do what we can for people we have lost to cancer, as well as people who have survived cancer. And the Luminaria Ceremony, Tina, is certainly the most solemn event of the whole night, because you know, like they turn off the music, the lights go down, and we've got electronic candles here, obviously, but we are going to talk today about some of the bags that we're going to make, so bags that we can use to celebrate the people that we have lost again, or that we have celebrated. So let's talk about what people can do.
So every year, you know, our Luminaria Ceremony, as you said, is a solemn part of the event, and it's something that everybody looks forward to. It's going to be at 9 o'clock on the Friday night at May 23rd, but what we wanted to do today was take a moment to show how easy it is and the opportunities that folks have to decorate their own Luminaria bags. We do want to say thank you to the Bank of Guam for being our Luminaria sponsor, which is why their logo's on the bag, and also to GTA for being our presenting sponsor for our Relay for Life event. We couldn't do what we do without their support.
Now, first of all, where can people pick these up? Because some people, you know, they're going to want to put a lot of effort into this, you know, to honor those people, like as we're going to do today. But where can people get these ahead of time?
Right, ahead of time, all of our teams are aware of the Luminaria bag, so if they know a Relay for Life team, they can check with their team. They can check the ACS office. We're in the Santa Cruz branch of the Bank of Guam, but this weekend is a special weekend. We are having a Luminaria and dedication pop-up shop at the Agana Shopping Center from 10 to 6. So if they don't know anybody on a team and they don't have time to come to the ACS office this weekend as they're doing their shopping at the Agana Shopping Center, they can stop in and pick up a bag.
Excellent. Okay, so Danny, we'll let Tina go ahead and start one of these. And that's you know, we're going to be very demonstrative tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to show you, you know, what you can do to decorate the bag. And again, Danny, art is subjective, and the way that we would honor, you know, a loved one who is either fighting cancer or has beaten it or has succumbed to it is very interpretive, I would say. So, and you know, how can we apply, you know, various arts and crafts to, you know, make up the Luminaria bags?
One of the interesting things that I found out from being the survivorship chair is that there's different colored ribbons that represent the different types of cancer.
There are, yeah.
And so one of the things that that my family does, we actually have a Luminaria day. And we'll just have blank ribbons, and then they can color in the specific one. So if somebody had breast cancer, obviously that color's pink. They'll just color in the little pink ribbon, and that'll help to signify that. But I've seen very, very creative designs with glitter, sequins, pipe cleaners, and it's really just about that personal relationship that you have with the survivor or the person that we've lost to cancer. And it's really kind of demonstrating that dynamic and that synergy that you have with them, that you're dedicating it to them for.
Okay, we'll let you go ahead and get started so you can honor a loved one as Tina is filling out one. And Tina, I think it's important to note that, again, these can be as simple as elaborate as what Danny was saying, using pipe cleaners, using, you know, the arts and crafts supplies that you can find, you know, maybe at Kmart or some, you know, Payless, some arts and crafts store, or you can just simply write the person's name there. And I mean, it's very cathartic to the people that are actually putting this together, because it allows them to remember and to honor.
Exactly. And you know, at the office we collect in all of the decorated bags, and we organize them by last name so that people have an easier time to find them on the stage. And this stage, you know, can hold up to 2,000 bags. So as they come in, we see all the effort that gets put into these bags, and sometimes there's a poem, sometimes there's a message, and again, it's a way for them to connect, to remember, and to honor their loved ones. On the table here is a Luminaria bag that we made for my mother-in-law, who passed in 1999. But we've had that bag since the 2007 event. And so we also want to remind everyone that when you decorate your bag, at the end of the ceremony, they're welcome to take it home. So some people take them to the cemetery, some people take them, and if their survivor wasn't able to join them that night, they actually present it to them later, just as a symbol, and just to let them know that we're thinking of you, we're behind you, and you know, we're so proud of you.
And with this particular one, you know, I hope the camera captures this, but you've actually got some computer printed words, like up and down. I think there's also a couple jewels. It looks like. I was gonna say, if you want to be dazzled, you know, that's completely fine with you. Yeah, that, you know, again, I mean,
sky's the limit with the ideas and.
And you've also got some puffy stickers on this, which are very interesting. Oh, very cool and very fitting. Let's talk about some of the supplies that you've brought here today. I see we've got these big stamps, and of course the one right here we've got in the This actually makes a cutout of the ribbon, which is,
Right.
as Danny was saying, is symbolic of the various types of cancer color coded. So
Exactly.
go ahead and demonstrate like how you can do this. And you've actually got a pattern that we can use.
Right. So you can use any kind of paper. This is nice because it's got its own adhesive. But you would just take the piece of paper, stick it into your kind of a large hole puncher, if you will, but with the shape, and then press down, and then there's your ribbon. So I'll give this to you. You can hassle with the adhesive on the back and stick it on your back.
Thank you very much. Well, and I'm making mine right now for my dear friend Allie, who overcame cancer several years ago. So she is a survivor, and I'm very proud of her for doing so. What if somebody, they say, of course you want to do this for somebody, but what if they might be a little timid or a little hesitant because they say, like, I'm not a professional artist and like I don't want to, put my stuff up there and there's going to be like these works of art around her.
Right. Well, they always have the option, for the ACS office to take care of the decorating of the bags. And volunteers are always looking. We gather our group of volunteers to help for just this purpose. Again, they don't have any artistic ability and they'd rather just somebody take care of it. So we'll gather all of those orders and we'll have a Luminaria decorating party and we'll take care of that.
And again, this is not a art contest by any means. And like nobody's in competition. Everybody, if you go to the Luminaria Ceremony, and we certainly hope that you do, again, that's going to start at 9 p.m. sharp, and that's on May 23rd.
Correct.
So that's coming up. It is absolutely, it's awe-inspiring just to see, because the whole place gets quiet. You see some people very, very emotional about the ceremony. You see many people immersed in prayer.
Right.
And it affects people in such a deeply profound way.
Right.
So once again, like looking at this beautiful piece, Luminaria bag you made for your mother-in-law, you actually used, is that an actual photograph or is that a printout of a photograph?
It's a printout of a photo.
Which is completely cool too.
Absolutely.
You can do this on photo paper, you can do it on regular printer paper. So very beautiful. Okay, Danny, what have you got? Because I see you've been putting this together.
I'm limited with the counter space here, but this is what I got. This is actually in memory of my parents. Both my mother and father passed away from cancer.
Okay.
So that was the segue into me being involved with Relay for Life.
Very fitting. Very beautiful. Yeah, and I see Tina's got all the arts and crafts supplies over there. So, but that's the point, Danny. You just had like a single piece of construction paper and a single purple pen, and you still made a beautiful, fitting tribute to your parents.
Yeah.
So very nice. Is there a web resource I'm thinking that people can go to and maybe they can see, what other people have done, like not just on Guam, but like in the States, so they can maybe get inspired and say, like, I want to make this a fun, creative activity, and I want to involve my children and my grandchildren.
Right. I'm sure if you Google the word Luminaria or Relay for Life Luminaria pictures, that you'll be able to see some of the different ceremonies across the nation, across the world, with just the power of the internet. But we also at our office have some samples and some booklets. And then what we can do is on our Facebook page for our event, we can put up pictures that were taken from last year's event. So folks can get an opportunity to see what it looks like when it's all lit up that night.
Okay, so let's go ahead and show yours right now because you've been working on this. So we'll hold this up so the camera can capture that. But tell us how you went about this.
Well, it's always hard to figure out who you want to do your bag for. So I usually try to start off with just thinking about all cancer survivors and making sure that that particular bag is going to encompass everybody that I know that is surviving cancer and those that I don't know. And then I started, as you can see, just putting little balls on the tips, and I'll probably take a few other colors and go over it again. Again, I have no artistic ability. You can tell because I have all the tools.
Put it through me again. You've got all the gear, and this is very very beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of speaking to the point because again, you don't have to. Cancer has certainly affected somebody in every family that we know, but there may be some people, maybe some military folks just were transferred here, and they might not have somebody on Guam who they have. But they're more than welcome to participate as well. And you can even do something like this for anybody, as you said, like all people that are going through cancer treatment. You can even do it for all children that are going for a treatment. So the more the merrier. Everyone is welcome. Okay, so once again, that's going to be 9 p.m. sharp on May 23rd. Tina and Danny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, and stay tuned because Fiesta Friday will continue. Please stay with us. We're back after this.